TV soap news and spoilers today. We're turning the spotlight onto a character whose life has been filled with ups and downs. Doug Williams III. Doug has faced his fair share of challenges over the years, but now it looks like he's facing something even more complicated. What is Doug's latest predicament, and how will it impact the lives of the people around him? Let's dive in and explore what's going on with Doug, and why his troubles are heating up in Salem. A man of many struggles. Doug Williams III is no stranger to drama. Over the years, he has built a reputation in Salem not just for his involvement in the community, but also for his complex relationships with those closest to him. Whether it's navigating his family dynamics, dealing with personal demons, or trying to find his place within the tight-knit group of Salem's elite, Doug has always had his hands full. However, nothing seems to throw him off more than the issues surrounding the younger generation. Specifically, Tate and Holly. As fans know, Doug has had a long-standing role in Salem's social fabric, but his life has taken on new complications, especially as the younger generation starts to come of age. Doug's relationship with Tate and Holly has been complicated from the beginning, but it's now becoming more strained as their personal lives continue to unfold in surprising ways. Tate and Holly, a relationship in crisis. One of the key elements driving Doug's troubles is the ongoing drama between Tate and Holly. The once close relationship between these two has been on the rocks for a while now, and recent events seem to have pushed them further apart. It all began when Tate started to grow closer to Sophia, a development that Holly couldn't help but notice. Tate and Holly have had their share of misunderstandings, but this new dynamic has put a serious strain on their already fragile relationship. Tate's growing connection with Sophia has created a wedge between him and Holly. Holly, ever perceptive and aware of the subtle shifts in her relationships, has begun to see that Tate is no longer as emotionally invested in her as he once was. Tate's attention has shifted, and that has left Holly feeling abandoned and uncertain about where she stands. In response, Holly has started to question her own feelings for Tate. Is she truly in love with him, or is she simply holding on to the past? As the tension between Tate and Holly mounts, Holly finds herself in a delicate position, trying to decide whether to fight for her relationship with Tate or move on and find a new connection. And that's where Doug Williams III enters the picture. A new dance partner, Doug Williams III to the rescue? With the prom fast approaching, the tension between Tate and Holly is palpable. It seems like the perfect opportunity for new bonds to form and old ones to be tested. As the prom draws near, Tate asks Sophia to be his dance partner for the night. This moment signifies his growing connection with her, but it also underscores how distant he has become from Holly. As much as Holly may want to rekindle their romance, it's clear that Tate's attention is elsewhere. At the same time, Holly finds herself at a crossroads. Seeing Tate and Sophia together might push her to move on from the relationship and seek something new. Enter Doug Williams III, who could very well become Holly's unexpected dance partner. Doug, ever the gentleman, may see an opportunity to step in and offer Holly the support she needs, especially as the emotional weight of the night builds. In a gesture of kindness, and perhaps something more, Holly could turn to Doug to be her companion for the evening. Could this be the beginning of something more between Doug and Holly? The dynamics are certainly ripe for an emotional twist. Doug, who has often been there for others in times of need, may find himself in an entirely new role, one that could change his relationship with Holly forever. But will it be enough to distract Holly from her feelings for Tate? Or will it lead to new complications for Doug, who is already walking a fine line between helping Holly and getting caught up in her emotional turmoil? The prom night drama. When attention shifts, as the night of the prom approaches, all eyes are on Tate and Holly. They may have started the evening with different dates, but it's clear that the bond between them has not been severed. Tate and Holly's history runs deep, and despite their differences, they can't seem to stay away from each other. As they spend more time together at the prom, it's likely that they will rediscover the connection that once brought them together. This dynamic could explain why Doug finds himself in trouble once again. As Holly spends more time with Tate, perhaps rekindling their old chemistry, Doug may start to feel sidelined. His desire to be there for Holly might clash with her growing attachment to Tate. Doug may find himself questioning whether his efforts to help Holly are truly appreciated, or if he's simply an afterthought in her pursuit of Tate. Doug's predicament seems to revolve around his involvement in Holly's emotional journey. He's trying to support her, but he may find himself caught in a love triangle of sorts, one that doesn't necessarily include him. Will Doug's presence be enough to hold Holly's attention, or will Tate and Sophia's closeness pull Holly further away from him? What does this mean for Doug's future? Doug's troubles are far from over, and the complexity of his situation only deepens as the drama unfolds. It seems like Doug's involvement in Tate and Holly's relationship could push him into even more difficult territory. As Holly navigates her feelings for Tate, Doug will have to decide whether to keep supporting her, even if it means putting his own emotions aside. Or will he choose to step back and let Holly figure things out on her own? It's clear that Doug is in for a rough ride. His caring nature and desire to help others may place him in the middle of a situation that threatens to spiral out of control. With the prom night drama about to unfold, we can only imagine how Doug's involvement in Holly and Tate's relationship will shape the next chapter of his life. Will he come out on the other side stronger, or will he find himself facing yet another setback? The coming weeks promise to be filled with drama, heartbreak, and emotional revelations as Doug navigates the latest twist in his tumultuous life. With the fate of his relationship with Holly hanging in the balance, it's anyone's guess what Doug's next move will be. Stay tuned, Days of Our Lives fans, as the drama continues to unfold. This expanded article takes a deeper look into Doug Williams III's latest troubles, providing additional context and emotional depth to the storyline involving Tate, Holly, and Doug. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.